Hello guys, welcome to our channel once again. Today is another day to make it in the market. So today I just want us to make some analysis on gold once again. We all know that after Trump announced about the new tariff system, so gold really did as bad from that time, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make money again on gold. So today I just want to show you that you can still make money from gold. So this was the day when things changed over here. As you can see, just let me just use this one, which is better. So just use this one. So this was the day things changed, and you can see from then we've been having a bearish movement of price. But then I want to show you something. This recently, if you watch from the chart, you can see that gold always really respected this kind of trend line. So you can see it will always touch these three places over here. Maybe if I just can show you like this, so it usually just really did well on those three spots. So most of the places you can see, as you can see over here, this is just another one, but I'm not really there today, because today I want us to show a way of making money through gold, and we're still going to be using the 5-minute time frame. So this one is best for scalpers again. Before I show you that, remember that we finally launched our VIP signal group on Telegram. So it's right here. We actually give you everything on the signal group, as you can see. So we just started off like this. So I just show you how to enter the market, and then I have to show you like here, sell GDP USD, then I give you the stop loss, take profits 1, take profits 2, and then I'll be telling you when to take half profits, as you can see, and I'll be telling you when to take all profits, and we're out. That link is available on the video description. You can check it out. It's only just $20 once off. So back to our strategy. So now let's go back to our strategy, guys. So what happens on the New York session is that this is the 5-minute time frame, remember. So this is what happens on the gold when the market opens on the New York session. You're just going to mark that first candle, right? And if you watch very well, you will see that price will show you something. You can see that we had a bearish movement, and then price went back, right? So the reason why I dismark over here is because I want to show you that price will really make sure that it goes back to retest the first movement it makes. So if ever, let me say, if ever price was to go up from here, sorry, so let's say price moves from here, it will definitely come back to test that last key step before it can again shoot up or go down, depending on its direction. But just know that whenever price makes that move, it is really going to come and test that key step before it can really move. So as you can see, it went down, and then it went to come and retest again here before it went down all the way. So let's see the other example this side. This is the New York session, remember. So this is the New York session. So what we do first is that we mark the first candle, remember. So we mark the first candle of the New York session. So here it is. So as you can see, price went up, and then price went down, and it started to go up again because it wanted to come and retest that level again before it made its real movement. So do not be alarmed, or do not rush into entering your stop loss and your take profits just when price begins to move, because you now know that it is going to go, and then it is going to come back and retest that last key step. So let me show you another example, because I want to make sure that I don't leave you in the dark. So I really don't want to leave you in the dark here. I've got to make sure that you understand how things are going over here. So let's see, this is the first candle of the New York session, and make sure that you mark the whole candle and with all its wicks. So make sure that you mark it with all its wicks. So here we had price came down, and price went up, and it started to come and retest again that key step before it took off gradually. So you can just make sure that if you're a scalper, you can use this one for your advantage, or you can just not panic. Make sure that whenever, let me say, you entered over here, make sure that your stop loss is just below this area over here, because if you make it so tight, let me say you're going to make a very tight stop loss and place it here, so price is going to take you out over here, and then what is going to happen to you? So that won't be really nice. It won't be really nice if now price to take you out just all of a sudden. So make sure that you enter a stop loss very well. So let's see another example, because I want us to have as much examples as we can. We're actually just back testing and seeing if this is really true. So this was the first candle of the New York session and gold 5-minute time frame, and price did what? So we can see price went up, right? So price went up, price came down, and price came up again, because price had to do what? Price had to retest this last key step before price made its final movement. So that is basically how this thing works. It's just like that, my dear friends. So it's not that complicated. So you can still make some profits. Really, you can make a lot of profits on this one, because you now know how price happens. So this is the first candle of the New York session. First candle, we've got two candles just right up here, and as you can see, what did price do? Our price is just decided that it was going to come down, and then what price went up just to retest this place over here. So now you understand what do we mean. So it will now make its final movement, but firstly it needs to come and retest that first movement it made when the New York session started. So basically that is how this thing works. So let's see if this one is going to comply. Let's see if this one is going to comply again. So let's check it out. So this was the first candle of the New York session. So let's see what did price do. So the major movement of price was, maybe it started off here. So price went up, then it came down, and it came up again. So it means the first key level was this one. So price came down and up again to retest that key level before it went on ranging this side. But at least we now know the first movements of price. So we definitely know the first movements of price before we can say anything else. So let's see on this one. So the first candle was this one. So this was the first candle. So let's mark it like that. So we are good to go. So what did price do? We can see the movement of price from here, because it was a bullish candle, the first one, and then price came down, price went up, price came down to retest again this level over here. Basically that is just how this thing works, and then it will now just be moving in its own direction. But the first part is this one. So guys, I can make as much examples as I can, otherwise you really have to feel free to subscribe to this channel to get some things like this, to get such insights. It's so good, it's so amazing. Price came down, so we can see price coming down, and then price going up. See, price coming down again to retest. So guys, I'll be seeing you guys on the next videos. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe, and remember that the Telegram signal group is ongoing, is now finally open. It's only $20 US. The link is available on the video description. See you guys on the next videos. You take care.